Hello guys, and welcome to episode 16 of my Tiraspol campaign in Star Division 2, playing on the Axis side. Previously, we defended against a couple of Soviet attacks that went really well. Now we're going to be playing out one that's going to be much more difficult. We're up against the 34th Rifle Corps HQ, the 374th AT Regiment, and the 1149th Rifle Regiment. The Rifle Regiment's probably the main problem here. But we are going to try and bring in some aircraft, and hopefully we won't just be swarmed to death really quickly, which definitely could happen. I'm going to be looking out to see if they bring in their own aircraft. If they do, that might actually be a good thing because there'll be less units on the ground. Okay, looks like they brought in their own aircraft. That's good. So we're going to be up against one Rifle Regiment and probably 2 air units. Which is, yeah, like I said, this is a good thing. I mean, their Rifle Regiment's still going to have quite a lot to swarm us on the ground with, but it does mean that I'm going to have to deal with less overall, which is, yeah, good. Alright, let's see about getting some units down. We don't have any defenses, so this is actually going to be quite precarious, to say the least. I'm probably going to have to use my LEFHs as direct fire ground support. I do have 2 IG-33s, which is nice. We'll probably bring them in at some point. I'm going to start with probably just like groups of Grens with leaders. I'm a bit concerned. What was the unit they brought in? Oh, they only brought in 1 air unit. Okay. Well, that's actually really good then. That's actually really good, because it means that they're actually going to have a lot less units than I thought they would on the field at the same time, at least. All right, so we'll move all of those up to the left. We'll keep those there. I'll probably bring in an MG. It's very tempting for me then to bring in like the IGs and stuff early on, because they're going to have a lot less points to spend on aircraft. We'll bring in a few units of Grens here. Let's just tuck them up, actually, and then have them deploy to the edge. I am tempted to bring in MGs, but I just feel like they're going to get focused so easily. We'll bring them in a little bit further back, and if we start running into issues, we can maybe move them up a little bit more. Might pop one in the corner there. I might as well use them, right? This is what this regiment's for. It's here to sponge the counter-attack that we were going to be facing. So yeah, I'm probably just going to use it up to its full ability. I'll probably want to get some AGs to cover the open somewhat. We'll do an IG-18 on this side. I'm going to bring in a Grenadier here to give those some leadership. And then we're also going to want some actual infantry, so we'll bring in some Grens. I'll try and push them up a bit more. With a Grenadier. And maybe we could put the commander a little bit further back here somewhere. I'm going to put the commander like in there, put him on return fire. So he gives that MG extra veterancy, and that will also then give veterancy to these Grenadiers. It won't catch these ones though. Maybe what we could do is do this instead. Yeah, I think that would work better actually. And I'll move the Grenfield actually up with the Grens. Yeah, because that way we'll catch both of them then with the commander. Cool. What else could we do? I'm almost tempted to use the LFHs before I use DIGs. I'm going to pop this one over here. And God, having one out in the open might be a silly idea, but it's kind of tempting. I will have one here as well, and I'll put one back here. And I'll put like an Aufklärer there so we can see what we're firing at. You can get a Beobachter up here as well. That's going to be able to provide recon to the right hand side. I will give an alpha color here, because these are all going to move up to the far left anyway. And then maybe I could do... And let's put an IG-33 on this side. All the way back here. And I can bring one in on this side if I need to. I'm going to put a couple pioneers into here. I could also bring my Pack 40s. Just to help with like transport snipes at the start. That might actually be a good idea. If I move this MG away, we'll move the MG over here. Let's just put it with the Grenadiers for now. The reason I don't normally put MGs with Grenadiers is because it causes the MG to get artied and then the Grenadiers take damage as well unnecessarily. But that should be able to snipe that road at least. We can probably snipe this road from here. Again, if I move the MG up, we can have the Alpha Cruller like move here and just hide. That should be fine. Actually, let's put the Alpha Cruller on this side so that it can see the road for the Pack 40. Okay. I think we're going to do that, and we'll then use the rest of our points for aircraft as the game goes on, I think. Nothing I really want to take away, so we'll just start the battle and we'll see how it goes. Speed things up a little bit. Well, they already brought in probably a recon IL-2, I would assume. So I'm going to want to use the Focke-Wulf 190 F8s. Should probably want to use the F3R1s for fighters because they have the best speed. Oh, they're already coming in with their cluster bombs. Annoying. Destroyed my building. Actually, I think he just set it on fire. Right, let's go shoot this down. Although the IL-2, if it actually targets my Focke-Wulf, will probably win that engagement. Let's move these over. They can also help with that engagement. They really don't like that Gren unit, huh? We'll pull that back. Nice, we're going to be able to shoot down the recon. It's really, really useful. If you get rid of the recon, they're not going to be like randomly targeting my units so much on the ground. Oh no, I forgot they do this. They IL-2 cluster bomb my LEFHs. It's so rude. I'm just going to hide that. Just hide. Let's get another one of those. Just quite simply using them as fighters. Please kill it. Oh, they have such a wide turning circle because they're bombers. Bad. I am 100% gonna bomb these mortars. Right, let's fall these back. There's no need to just let them be shot at constantly. I will keep these flying about though, because I need them as fighters. And I might bring in an infantry squad just to capture this flag, because holding 20 flags is what gives us the extra tick, I think. So making sure that we do that is quite important. Another IL-2 recon. The destruction is real. Actually did 0 damage to that Grenadier squad then. I guess the only trouble with killing all the cluster planes is eventually they'll actually bring in bombers. So that's not ideal. Wait, how is my IG 3-star veterancy losing to a no vet? That's sad. Nice. Wait, what? What? What just happened? Did the IL-2 M3 just shoot that as it passed? That's ridiculous. Is there some sort of AA? Like, why is this taking so much damage? I'm so confused. Like, it's not even pinned down. I think it's just like the 2-star veterancy of the IL-2s. Like, their rear gunners actually doing damage. It's crazy. Nice. That should be their last recon IL-2 at least. Unless it got so close that the plane it shot down killed it. I don't know if that's even possible. I've never actually seen that happen in games, so I wouldn't know. I don't think so. Because technically, units, like when a plane crashes into a unit on the ground, it does damage, right? So I don't know if it could hit a plane mid-air. That'd be kind of crazy. These Focke-Wulfs are actually really cool. Really cool paint job on them. But losing one really sucks. I'm hoping that did the job there. Yeah, see, here come the real bombers. Now these are actually going to kill my units. Oh, that's another cluster variant. Never mind. Never mind. Let's just bomb these snipers quick. That should die. I'm pretty sure the rear gunner is actually doing damage to my bombers. That's what's happening. Oh, here it comes. Did we do enough to make it fall back? Yep. I didn't actually do its bombing strike in the end. Okay, cool. Let's kill that as 3. I'll have that leave. And I need to replace some of these Grens. Like, these can just fall all the way back. We'll just bring in new ones. Right, now we're down to these ones, so we'll have to bring in the next fastest ones stacked as fighters. Had to dodge that quick. We'll just have that leave. Yeah, we just need more infantry on this left side in the town. Ooh, okay. Maybe we can grab these? I doubt it, but we'll see. That's an IL-2 37. And a cluster. IL-2. And the cluster's more important. This one's not going to do any damage. Interesting. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Just gonna move these back. Get them unloaded. I mean, these LEF-H's have actually done really well for us. I'm gonna move this one back across. We'll get these unloaded before they get shot. This hasn't been too bad so far. We were really lucky they didn't bring in like a second Phase A unit. Aside from the aircraft, because otherwise I would have been in real bad doo-doo. I think when we hit them just before they do their strike... Oh, I was going to say they don't drop their bombs. But they do. They clearly do. Sometimes. But just kill that, please. And then kill this. Meanwhile, let's actually do some bombing strikes, because there's quite a lot coming in here on that left side. Alright. Take these down. Thank you very much. Can't get rid of this, unfortunately. Here we go. Ooh, that's not good. It's a lot of units. Get some bombs on those. That crash might have actually just saved us. That was pretty big. Alright, any other bombers here that haven't used their bombs yet? I'll have to buy some new ones. I am tempted to move up aggran here just to cap that flag. Let's kill this, please. Didn't manage to stop that in time. That's one of the bigger bombers. With real bombs, not cluster bombs. Let's get some pioneers in here. Maybe, just maybe I can save that LFH. Bomb that. I'm just like trying to select these and they're all running out of fuel. We see whatever it is arting us on the side there, we can. Are they trying to kill my Focke-Wulfs with ILs? I think they are. They're actually targeting them directly. Unless they lost their target that they were going for originally. Dodge those rockets, please. Hey, there's a sniper in there. Why are we like right in that building? This has just moved in afterwards. Don't know. It's crazy. We're gonna want it to be a major victory at least, so let's keep the pressure up. Let's just make sure that these are dead, wherever these are. I'm just gonna try and bomb the same place that we've been bombing before. And I do need more of these bombers so that we can bomb this one, bomb that, bomb that, bomb that. On that. Keep these bombers going. Something here. Any that have used their bomb needs to go after these. Good. Bomb that again. Gonna have these pioneers push for this flag. Let's get the IG-33 up here and the IG-18s so that we can kill any of these infantry that turn up. And I'll bring in some more pioneers along the way. There's a sniper in there somewhere I need to kill. Great. I could definitely bring in the recon Focke-Wulfs now. I probably should have done this already just so that I can see the artillery and get some good bombs on target. Oh, that's not good. We definitely need to fix this. Let's go ahead and bring in some bombers that can sweep through this and just blow everything up. I do have some more pioneers on the way. Great. Bomb that. I will bomb this. Bomb that. Bomb that. Good. Alright, we've done a lot of damage here. We really have. I'm hoping that's close enough to do the damage. I will just come back round for that. Where's my other recon? We'll bring that over on this side. My Focke-Wulf wing just like flying around. Look at that. Very cool. Flying in formation there. I can have these actually strafe different units just to help out a little bit. We can bring in some bombers as well to actually which have ammo left or like bombs left that can actually do some damage. Okay, why are these going that way? Oops. Must have misclicked. Let's get this back near the spawn. We could probably strafe that. Just 3 to death. I think they've used up most of their IL-2s. With any luck, that's the case. I don't have to worry about them anymore. Been quite the battle, this one. It's definitely been extended by the fact that, well, there was actually, I think, an OB unloaded there. Yeah, we're going to want to strafe that. Kill that off, please. Okay, it's dead, never mind. Never mind. We should just keep killing this then. Okay, let's just keep this gunfighter safe. I have a bomber I can use to kill this. Need to take both of them out. Should probably help out on the left hand side as well. With a bombing strike if we can. That pioneer died. Gonna move up the grenadiers to support that pioneer. I don't think we need to keep these in the air anymore. I'm gonna let them go. Because the reason I was letting them hang around originally was so that we could shoot down any IL-2s that came in, but we'd be better off just letting them go back, and so they can potentially, you know, bring in another bomb in good time. Yeah, this has worked out really, really well. Those ones that are stood still probably aren't actually good targets. Be better off trying to hit stuff that's either an artillery piece back here. That's probably a good shot actually. Move this fucker off over here so I can see those. Yeah, we'd have to hit these with like 2 bombs, although killing the leader there is nice. I think just attacking anywhere we're actually engaged would be a better idea. Get rid of that. 120. Lovely. And that's it. That's GG. Major victory. 24 minutes, 33 seconds. We killed 272. What? I guess all those air kills, man. They add up. They really do. We lost 1 Focke-Wulf to an IL-2M3. But that was about it. I think it was a rear gun that took it down. Yeah. That was a massacre for those IL-2s. It really, really was. At least we're not really going to have to deal with them anymore. Although I'm pretty sure that they got way more where that came from. But yeah, I'll take it. That was fantastic. Doesn't get much better than that. That's so many IL-2 shot down. So it's 3 of their recon IL-2s, their cluster IL-2s, 5 of those, 4 of the like slightly bigger cluster ones. We took down 4 of their 250 kilogram bombers, the rocket IL-2s, the cluster AP. Like that's really, really big. Really big. We lost 1 Focke-Wulf, 2 Grenadiers and a Pioneer. Wow. That would disorganize another unit. Oh, we're under attack again. Okay. Well, I guess this time we bring in the Fusiliers. We'll have to bring in some fighters for this one. They'll be a bit less effective, but at least we'll be able to like strafe stuff. We'll bring in, let's see, these do have some rockets and some bombs and stuff. That's kind of tempting. I think, let's see, didn't I have some ME-109s? Would ME-109s be better? I think the first fighter group might actually be the best, because it actually has some ground attack value. Whereas this third 77th Fighter Wing is, well, they only have 3 210mm rocket ME-109s. And this would give me just more overall that I can use to strafe. The IARs aren't that good, but I don't know. Better than any other choice I've got. Alright, let's do it again. Tactical battle, jump on in. So what are they actually attacking me with? They must be that HQ section. Yeah, the Rifle Corps HQ. They're bringing in the 30th Gun Brigade and then the 2nd Naval Bomber Regiment, which... okay, should be okay. Should be okay. Mainly because the Rifle Corps HQ is kind of like trash on the ground. Well, they do have some like Avtos and some Sapode that I'm going to have to be careful about. But we'll basically set up very similar to the way we did before. Actually, with the Naval Bomber Group, I'm pretty sure it's Boston's, so I should probably spread out quite a bit. And having the NEFHs down, I think, is important. because they were actually doing quite a lot of damage. And they were taking, like, basically the enemy bombers were focusing on them. But yeah, we're going to have the IARs come in pretty much from the start. What's the difference between this IAR? This one has, that's an 80M, this is an 81C. Looks like these are slightly better equipped. A few more machine guns. We'll go slightly faster as well. Yeah, the ATMs would be the best shout. We'll grab at least a couple of them so I can shoot bombers at the start. I'm going to bring in a couple of Grens there. We'll do a couple of Grens over here, but I'm not going to have them so far up this time that they can get shot from a distance. We're going to basically put them in a position where they can only engage at 750 meter range. I could bring in the Pack 40s again. Did both of those survive? Yeah, I guess they did. Alright, we'll bring those in. I'll do Grens here with the Grenführer. I'll put an MG in here, I think. Help cover the hill. Kind of tempted to put like a Gren down here. Gonna need more on this right hand side for sure. Do I just put an IG out in the open? It is tempting. If I can control the bombers, then it'd be worth it, but I don't know if I can yet, so I don't think it's a good shout at the moment. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to remove this. We'll put the Commandant back here, and I'll have the Grenführer over here with these. Alright, let's do that. We'll launch the battle. Bring out the IARs at the start. Have these floating around. Just to make sure we shoot down any enemy bombers. That's going to be like a recon Boston, yeah. Yeah, it is Boston's. I thought as much. Hopefully we can intercept it. Because these are pretty slow. And this is actually probably just as fast. It's actually faster. That's kind of sad. Wait, there's some 50 cows. That's not good. Nice. Well, we shot down one bomber. One down. Oh, it still got its bombs off. You're kidding me. These 50 cows are a problem. We're going to have to let them get a bit closer so that we can pop those. Alright. Bring in another one. I'm also going to want to make sure I'm using any bombs or rockets I have on their artillery. It might be worth bringing in these IAR. Oh, come on. You can't see those. That's some shit. Please kill these M3A1s. That's ridiculous. There's so many of them. Oh, he's gonna bomb that as well, isn't he? Or some IL-2 rocket planes. Oof. This is actually going to be really, really rough. That's deep in cover. It direct hits. Oh my. Okay, it's how it be, huh? That's how it be. That is how it be. That's so frustrating. Wait, why did that... Wait, what? I'm so confused right now. Why did that not do its order? I had it on a shift command order to go and attack over here after it moved over to the left. Please don't get pinned by the 50 cows. Need to see where that is again now. Alright, let's move this up so that it can up against the Maxim there. I really need to shoot down this Boston. Maybe I just rocket these. I just bought the wrong one. Didn't mean to buy the bomb. Alright, well that works. Just rocket those. Right, let's see if we can kill this Boston recon. If we can get rid of the recon, like that would be so big. Because they wouldn't be able to like deep bomb stuff. If it turns, we should be able to catch it. There we go. Yeah, bomb your own unit. I'm trying to fall back right now. Run! Okay. Hit this. Okay. Let's bring up an IG. Oh, I've got an IG-18 there. That's fine. Let's try and move that up. Gonna need some more Grens in here. ASAP. Those can fall back now. Right, we'll fall that back. Did its job. Okay, good. Hit this one, please. Oh, he hit on me. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Okay, we'll just leave with that one because I don't believe that's going to survive too long otherwise. Oh, this is not great. Really not great at the moment. We need more Grenadiers here. We need more Grenadiers here as well. Running low. We're going to have to bring in... I should really bring in like as many Fusiliers as I can as soon as possible. Right, we're going to chase that across when it turns. Well, that's when we'll catch it. Assuming we don't get wrecked by the 50 cows in the meantime. Okay, good. Rid of that Boston, please. Let's keep moving this back. That is a dead Pioneer squad. Right, this should get killed by the LFHs, or at least pinned by it. And we can bring in an IG now. I'm going to bring in like all my IGs out in the open, because I feel like that's the only way we can do anything here. Oh, I lost an upper bless before it unloaded. That's not good. Alright, let's rocket the unit there again. Okay. This really isn't great. Might be able to shoot another Boston down. Oh, he's dropped his bombs already. And we're getting a lot of kills onto their aircraft, but this is rough. This is really rough. Oh, he just sniped my commandant. Not fair. Not fair, AI. Not fair. We got 2 minutes till phase B. We need more IARs just to hang around and shoot stuff down. Because at the moment we don't really have the ammunition on these. Kill them. Pull these back. I need to probably... Oh, we'll get more Grens up here, for sure. That can fall back. Are we going to catch these? Probably not. Any M3A1 replicas we see we need to kill, because the 50 cows are doing me in. We're going to have an IG unload back here. Oh, wow. Okay. Get a Barrifura in. We'll move this back up on the ridge here. There's still 50 cows hanging about. Right, those can leave because they're taking too much damage. This one needs to leave as well. I could target their artillery here because we are seeing it occasionally, but the issue I'm having is mainly with the aircraft. So I'm trying to get rid of those first. Alright, let's try and strafe that 152. I'm not sure how much damage these are going to do. I mean, at least we pinned it. Alright. Can we catch that? Looks like we'll catch one. Maybe. Okay, good. I mean, even if it's like a minor loss, I don't really want it to be. Let's get some infantry up and spot stuff for me. Get some leaders that can hold the front line. Let's get another IG there. I'm gonna get a couple of Fusiliers specifically to go to the left. We need to bomb that or rocket it or something. Get some more IARs here, ready to kill stuff. Got to intercept every bomber. Out of ammo. So a big issue we're going to have is quite simply not being able to hold the front line because we are using Fusiliers. The Fusilier Führer should be okay as long as we keep them out of harm's way to hold the front line for us. That can fall back, that can unload. That forwards. Got to be careful of these IS-2s that are moving up. Gonna want to bring in even more IARs here. Make sure we try and kill these off. Gonna start rocketing the 152s that we can see. We're gonna want to unload these because of the IS-2 about to fire at us. And they killed the LEFH, that's sad. That one's actually out of ammunition. Okay, good. Kill another one, please. Keep bringing in more of these Fusiliers. Really important we do. We don't actually have that many left. Okay, well, we'll bring in MG42s then. Just gotta keep these fighters hanging about. We can shoot down as many of these bombers and so on as possible. They're going to be getting low on infantry, that's for sure. And I can make sure to bomb any units that we can see. I could even try and strafe some of these Lazudka trucks. Okay, good. There's so many fighters now that they all kind of like crossfire each other pretty well. It's good. Just keep these moving forwards now. And if we keep them moving, we should be alright. Do I have... I don't have any recon in those. It's a bit unfortunate. I'm going to bring in a couple of these IARs to specifically target the M3A1s. Just get rid of them. This Fusilier doesn't really need to move up that far. Definitely want to brave that stuff. See if we can take back enough flags. I don't think we can, just mainly because of the fact that we don't have the units that can provide frontline presence. If we can get rid of the rest of the stuffs, maybe we can do it, but still quite a lot. If we keep strafing AT guns and stuff, then maybe we can get some good movement going here with the motorcycles. Okay, nice. I think we killed the stuff there, which is good. I might be able to push up a little bit here. We'll see. This has been one hell of a battle. It really has. Trying to work with the little that I have left. And these motorcycles are getting trashed by these Zistus. We'll try and rocket a couple of these. Definitely want to rocket the Strafs there. Let's get these Fusileers to move over the ridge. I'm going to move these to just go attack those AT guns. Just scrolling through the list of fighters all the time just to see if there's any more I can bring in. My motorcycles are actually doing okay, funnily enough. Like, always gets to that point in the game where you can actually do something with like the most ridiculous of units. It's like the motorcycles, just charging them. Just ludicrous. We should just strafe these M3A1 Roswitkas. Hopefully we can pin those. I think that's gonna die. Maybe? Maybe? Oh, saved by the fighter. You love to see it. Alright, let's get these to the left side. We'll get something else to come in and strafe that. We are getting there. If I can move these back up a bit more, I might just be able to push enough flags to make this victory for us, which would be great. I've pretty much killed everything they have. I'm pretty sure. I might as well just bring in the mortars to push the front line for me. This is ridiculous. Just keep strafing. Keep killing, keep strafing, keep killing. Get rid of that Redvidka, please. The IG-33 does have line of sight, that's good. Nice. I'll keep that fizzle if you're moving. We're taking a lot of flags now. To keep everything moving. Main reason we want to keep things moving at this point is so that we don't get RT'd. We can just keep strafing all of these 152s that we see at the back of the map. Anything we see, we just want to strafe. I do have some bombs here as well, actually. Get all the strafing runs done. There we go. Wow, what a battle. Literally, it doesn't get any closer than this. Like, that was on a knife's edge. It really, really was. We made it work. And we got their total defeat for them in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. We pretty much used up every single unit, including our mortars at the end here. I maybe could have brought in the mortars earlier to do some like fire at will, but I was so busy microing the IARs I kind of just didn't think about it. And honestly, having them at the end here has kind of been a good thing. I could put them all on fire at will now. Just keep strafing. Just keep strafing. They are getting low on cannon ammunition, so I should probably let them go back home. But these two still have ammunition, so that's fine. We can get a good rocket strike on this one. Not quite. Is that gonna just like point blank shoot my SDK Z7? Not really. Taking a lot to actually kill these. Being quite resilient. But we're slowly killing them all. That is 24-0. How ridiculous has this battle been? Oh my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is victory. Total victory. 309 kills. We lost 63. That unit is in tatters. My initial unit there is just like so beat up now. It really is. They made the push through to Tiraspol, and that's what matters. We lost 11 Fusiliers, 7 Grens, Fusilier Führer, MG42s, IGs, but they lost a lot of bombers. A lot of bombers. These are the air fights that I've really been waiting for. The times where I can really just completely annihilate their air force. So taking out 8 IL-2M3s there, 9 A-20C Bostons with the 4 250kg bomb payload, 4 of them with the 8 100kg payload, 1 with the 1000kg bomb, and 5 of them with the 3 500kg bombs. Like, that is a lot. And we took out all of the recon as well, which is super important, because without the recon they can't snipe the units, like the commandant, for example, that they probably spotted at some point and then took out later. So yeah, that was a really, really nice defense there. 2 defenses in a row with the same unit. And they're under attack again. You are kidding me. This time though, by the AT regiment on its own in Phase A. They will probably have some other units come in to try and help, but they really desperately want this back. Wow. Alright, well I'm probably just going to bring in like 2 air units. Like a recon unit and maybe another fighter unit. To just help strafe ground forces. I could bring in actually 2 fighter units. That might not be a bad idea. Although I do kind of want to like save some of these for other fights. I might bring in like the 14th Recon group and the 5th fighter group. That way we have some like super fast ME-109G8s, which aren't very strong, but in groups they can definitely take things down. And then we've got the IAR ATMs fighters, so there we go. Alright, well unfortunately guys, it has been my time. This has been a really long episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. There's been incredible fights today. It really, really has. But that is it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.